Hello, my name is Bill Ruth, and I'm running for District Attorney for the 35th Judicial District of Brown County and Mills County. And the reason I'm running is for one reason only. It's not because I need a job, and it's not because I need employment. That, if anything, that's the reason I was very reluctant to run. But I'm running because of Crystal Molina. I'm running for because of a lot of other clients and other individuals that I have seen, which has hurt our judicial system, and it's taken away the confidence that we should have in our judicial system. You cannot have prosecutors prosecuting people for disclosing financial irregularities and voting fraud and drug use in our courthouse. We have a situation here that all three of these things have been proven to be true and accurate, and because of that there's been investigation, both state and federal, and because of the investigations, we are going to get to the bottom of it. But the thing is, the individuals that are still are turning a blind eye to these problems, and when I refer to problems, I'm referring to the drug use at the courthouse, I'm referring to the voting irregularities and financial concerns. They're still in power, they're still acting, and what's worse is they have been involved in the retaliation of those who have brought this to the light. They're instead of fighting crime, they're out trying to keep hush matters that make them and make the courthouse and make their colleagues look bad. And I'm not out to make anybody look bad, but when they cross the line and not only try to keep things hush hush and go after and retaliate against good people like Crystal Molina, and then also myself and others, and not go after those that are actually violating the law, there's a serious problem, and they shouldn't be in office. I'm not running because I want a job. I'm running because if anyone would do this, then it is a situation that should never happen, and when a situation like this does happen, it calls for new leadership. And the more I've spoken out about this, the more people have come out and told me about their situations, and I have to admit, you can't believe every story that you hear, but going on a lot of the stories that I have heard and looking into certain cases, it's appalling, and it raises serious red flags. I think this election is going to be really interesting because I'm not out to promote convictions, I'm out to promote justice, and if you can't get prosecutions done fairly and treat people fairly, then you shouldn't be in office. And I'm not, and that's all I'm asking for is fairness. And when you have dirty tricks used to have an innocent person, regardless of whether he's a pothead and had a bad record, and you convict him for murder of his brother, and there's evidence that indicates that he was not involved with the murder, that is wrong. And all exculpatory evidence should be presented fairly, and everybody deserves a fair trial regardless of their background, and especially innocent people who are retaliated against because they're speaking out about wrongdoings at the courthouse. And these wrongdoings are clearly wrongdoings. The wrongdoings include, as I said, the drug use of top officials that's indicated in the Texas Rangers report, the voting issues, as well as the financial mismanagement, and which is also being investigated by a Houston auditing firm, and also has resulted in a termination of one of the employees. So with this taken in consideration, the complaints made by my client that brought on these investigations, they have been proven valid already. And I find it very interesting that she was retaliated against. And I'm speaking of Crystal Molina, and I'm speaking about myself. And once that happens, that's not the kind of officials that we need in Brown County. Brown County deserves better than that. It's one thing turning a blind eye to the wrongful actions of fellow colleagues by our district attorney, but it's something else when he initiates criminal charges based on no evidence whatsoever. And without getting into a lot of the criminal charges that he falsely brought against me, when the case was dismissed by the assistants of the Brown County Sheriff's Office after they did a thorough investigation, there was nothing in the file to initiate charges against me. There has to be some kind of documents to indicate that there was a reason for a complaint to be prosecuted. There was zero. He took it upon himself to initiate prosecution against me based on zero evidence. And what's more interesting is the fact that once the truth got to be made known, the charges were completely dismissed. I was completely exonerated, and I believe, without any question, that my charges, the charges brought against me, that was initiated by my opponent, was as a result of me representing the Assistant Elections Administrator and regards to her 3 complaints that were made to the state involving the voting issues, the financial issues, and also the drug use by her boss and others. And for this reason, I'm running for district